Look at me. I'm gonna hold your hand while I say this. You should not start a vlog channel. Or at least you shouldn't if you are expecting to get monetized and become a full-time YouTuber in the foreseeable future. Never mind that right now. We're gonna come back to it. When it comes to vlogging, there are two very vocal takes on the subject. First, there's the take that's probably been around the longest. The one that most YouTube experts and strategists will share, that vlogging is dead. That you shouldn't start a YouTube channel with the ambiguous goal of documenting your life and expect that to turn into a business that will pay your bills. But then, with all the creators shouting online that this is the year they take YouTube seriously, you have a new voice. There is a lot of encouragement to forget the haters, just vlog. Who cares if it only resonates with one person? It's the fact that it's resonating with somebody that counts. And the thing is, both of these takes are actually completely true and valid statements. But the problem is that they're meant for different creators with drastically different goals. If you're somebody who wants to create for the sake of creating and who is happy to reach 50 to 100 people at a time and is not looking to make a lot of money off of this thing, then start a vlog channel. Or if you are just somebody looking to get their reps in, so to speak, you are trying to learn your way around video editing, getting out there and documenting more, trying to overcome a block with consistency, then don't let anyone dissuade you from vlogging. But note that anybody encouraging you not to vlog is not necessarily a hater. They're just speaking to a different group of creators. The creators who have strategy in mind and want to make a business out of content creation. A vlog is not the most strategic way to grow on YouTube. Even some of my friends who are successful vloggers say the scene is not the same as it once was, and that a lot of their vlog viewers are a product of years, if not like a decade, of consistently posting and nurturing this group of people. It's not a quick route, and the reality is it's a lot more competitive than it once was. So why does it seem like everyone wants to be a vlogger? And why did I, as somebody who loves approaching content creation as a strategic business, ignore all sound advice, start a vlog channel of my own, and get it monetized within 3 months? And yet still recommends that you start a vlog channel with caution, extreme caution, or at least with a darn good strategy, which hopefully the rest of this video can help you with. After just a few more sobering remarks. I definitely get the allure of vlogging. It feels like the simplest form of content creation. You just live your life and film it. The hardest part is just taking the time to edit it all together. It also gives main character energy, something that everybody seems to want these days. But we all can't be main characters. Another topic for another day. And vlogging really can be a wonderful form of self-expression and creativity, and it's also a beautiful way to just capture memories. And as somebody with a horrible memory, that alone makes me think I should have started vlogging earlier. So what is the core problem or problems with starting a vlog channel? Well, first, they are infamously difficult to get off the ground. YouTube is incredibly different from Instagram and TikTok, where users passively consume whatever the platform serves up for them. In comparison, YouTube viewers have to consciously choose to watch a piece of content. They see a video thumbnail and title and choose to click it. And to get somebody to choose to watch your video, you have to make them care about the video that you're posting. And starting out with 0 subscribers, no one knows you enough or cares enough to want to know what your day in the life looks like or what your weekly vlog entails. Some people will be interested, but overall, not many people are going to click and willingly give up 10 to 30 minutes of their own life to consume yours. Now, if Beyonce or Taylor Swift dropped a video about their everyday, people would eat it up. Fans and haters alike will not miss the chance to get a peek, just a little peek, into their daily lives. They're feeling like they're getting the chance to know somebody better or for worse. They feel like they're getting an inside scoop, the behind the scenes, which is actually a little bit of a hint into how you can make vlogging work. but we'll get to that in a moment. And though YouTubers are not mega celebrities, it's why YouTubers that are already established in a specific niche can go off and start a vlog channel more easily. People have come to feel like they know them and have seen them in this one light, and they're excited to get to know them on a bit more of a personal level. And kind of building on this, vlogs in general just have limited appeal. They have a cap on interest. It's very unlikely, unless something dramatic happens in it, or you've got a really clickbaity title, that your weekly vlog is going to reach 1 million views. It might even be unlikely that it reaches 1,000, because a vlog on its own without much extra context doesn't appeal to a lot of people. Not everybody is a vlog watcher. Something that is true for all YouTube videos is that if you want your videos to get a ton of views, the best way to set yourself up for success is to have something appealing to a wide group of people. It's one of the probably many reasons why the views on this channel fluctuate so much. When I make a wide appealing video about how Pinterest could change my life, that gets a lot of people curious. Even people who don't use Pinterest. Whereas if I do a video about how to search engine optimize on Pinterest, then it's gonna appeal to fewer people. Mostly just people who are already using Pinterest as a strategic business tool. And that's okay. Videos that don't reach a lot of people are really good for nurturing community. But again, if you are trying to grow a channel and you're only doing vlogs, the cap on your whole channel is pretty limited. Now let's talk money. It can be hard to pay your bills with a vlog channel. Your RPM, i.e. how much the YouTube Partner Program will pay you out per 1,000 views, tends to be lower for vlog channels. And that's because vlog channels are often so general. Different niches have different earning potentials on YouTube because different brand categories pay different advertising rates to YouTube based on how competitive their niche is and how specific they want to target consumers. And YouTube pays creators a cut of what these advertisers pay. So for example, a car maker who wants their ads primarily shown to car-interested viewers will likely pay more money to get their ads shown before, during, or after a video about cars. Whereas a general retailer who doesn't really care who gets shown their ads as long as it's to people in the country they operate are probably not going to be paying as much. And there's a lot of extra things that come into play, like the fact that cars are more expensive, so they make more money back per customer, so they might be willing to spend more on advertising. There's so many layers to it, but at the heart, the more specific and niche down your channel is, and the more that channel aligns with like high spending brand categories, the more money you'll make in Google AdSense. So for context, my vlog channel that just got monetized, its RPM is currently $4.99, whereas my RPM for this channel is currently $14.99. It's triple the amount, meaning that I have to earn 3 times the views on my vlog account to get the same amount of money as I do on this channel, which is more niche down and focused on content creators, entrepreneurs, self-employment. Then there's the topic of sponsorships, the primary way most YouTubers monetize. AdSense really does tend to be secondary for most people. I gotta be honest, an ad read in a vlog feels a little awkward. When you break the flow of a vlog to share a 2-minute ad read from your sponsor, it feels really intrusive, and the audience is not as gracious and patient with these type of ad reads in the vlog space. With a vlog channel, sponsors have to flow a lot more organically into the story you're telling, and you have to showcase how you're using it in your life, which isn't a bad thing by any means. I think that's actually a much more organic way to, incorporate sponsorships as content creators. But I've noticed that a lot of brands on YouTube have been sticking to this like ad read insert format, and it might be hard to get them to try to do something different. And finally, last point on the money here with sponsorships. If you are a general lifestyle vlogger, a brand is not as likely to take a chance on you and your content unless there's something super specific about you and your life that aligns perfectly with the brand. Because think about it, if you were a skincare brand, wouldn't your money be better spent investing in a skincare YouTuber over somebody who just talks about skincare maybe once a month, once every couple months, when they highlight their skincare routine before bed? Okay, so why did I start a vlog channel after all of that. And what are some of the things that I've been trying to be intentional and strategic about that allowed me to get monetized in such a short period of time and will hopefully, maybe, allow this to be a semi-successful business venture. So first, I might be a little bit different from other vloggers. That came out really weird. I'm not like other girls, pick me, but that's not what I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to say that I never really had the goal or intention of being a vlogger. I started content creating almost 10 years ago, right in year 9, and my goal was to just document my hair journey, and it was honestly just supposed to be in written form. One thing came after the next, and I found myself on YouTube many years later. That is until I was doing something a little bit more interesting in my life than usual. I moved across the world to Hong Kong with my husband and wanted to document the journey online. Also kind of hoping that it would open up some opportunities for work here, and maybe even some travel collaborations. The verdict's still out on that one though. But as this is a channel for content creators, specifically those who are earlier in their journey, trying their best to navigate life as a creator, get brand deals, leverage different platforms, etc., it just didn't make sense for me to try to post brand deal negotiation tips and a move with me vlog in the same place. So I thought, let's start a new channel for it. But this brings me to tip number 1. Before I started, I did research and planning to make sure that I had like a proof of concept, an angle / hook to sort of affirm that this could potentially get some viewers. From the get-go, I knew that I wasn't interesting enough or well-known enough to start putting out week in my life videos and expect to grow. So I did a lot of research around moving content, expat content, Hong Kong content, Black in Hong Kong, Black abroad, all of these different things, and saw that there was not only a lot of interest in all of these topics, but there was a pretty strong gap. It gave me enough confidence that if I made videos about my life in Hong Kong, that enough people would want to click out of curiosity without needing to care about me as an individual. That is not to say that your life has to be particularly interesting in order to get people to tune in, but you do need to figure out what your angle is, what aspect of your life is interesting enough to a broader group of people that would drive them to click and watch your videos without knowing who you are. Is it motherhood? Is it student life, corporate life? Is it something specific about your identity, your location? Something I've realized about me making Hong Kong videos is that there are 7 million people here. There are 700,000 back in Vancouver. When you think about it on that level of your potential audience cap, statistically, there's kind of enough people with a tie to Hong Kong and who might watch YouTube videos to make this a more successful venture than if I just vlogged about being in Vancouver. But yeah, regardless, what angles in your life can you take advantage of that somebody might be wanting a behind the scenes of? And not just wanting, but like actively searching for on YouTube. 2, your channel needs a story of some sort. You want to vlog about your life, but what is the story of your life? Everybody seems to want main character energy without the main character plot development and story arcs. You aren't just an everyday person vlogging their life. You might be a girl in your 20s trying to work your way up the corporate ladder, navigating the ups and downs of the journey while desperately trying to carve out time for self-care, family, and friends. You're a serial entrepreneur trying to find that business venture that hits. You're someone on the quest to find their passion, testing out new hobbies as you go, and maybe trying to build the discipline to actually stick with something for once. You're a parent trying to navigate your creative ventures and maintaining an identity outside of parenthood while also trying to raise healthy, grounded children. No matter who you are, there is a story. And this is not just on a video level. There needs to be an overarching story or thread to your entire channel so that people can get connected to it and invested in it. There needs to be something that will make them want to come back again and again to see how you've progressed or maybe regressed on the journey that is your life. And on the story front too, there are tons of different recipes for story. Think about what you love about your favorite ones and incorporate them into your videos. Maybe it's the comedy, maybe it's the suspense, maybe it's the emotions and vulnerability that you grasp onto and relate to. Maybe it's all the pretty words. I don't know. The next most important thing I've learned with vlogs is how important packaging is. Packaging is so important on YouTube as a whole, but in particular, I really feel like they can make or break a vlog. And when I'm talking about packaging, I'm talking about your thumbnail title combo. The word weekly vlog and a string of things you did that week are fine, but they're not going to appeal to that like wider audience. See if you can boil your video around a specific question or piece of conflict or suspense and make that the title. And as you brainstorm, try to ask yourself, is this appealing to the widest group of people possible? I spent a lot of time on the packaging for my biggest video on my vlog channel to date. My original title was just Week 1 Living in Hong Kong. And that's cool. It could interest people who are traveling or moving abroad. It can interest people who have a tie to Hong Kong. And honestly, that's not a bad net to fish with. But I wondered if there was a way to make even more people curious about our journey. And I ended up with We Moved to Hong Kong with no place to live, which was true. Upon arriving in Hong Kong, we had to go apartment hunting, which is actually a pretty normal process for people moving here, but it creates a curiosity gap for people. They want to know, like, okay, why did that happen? Are they going to find a place to live? Like, what's going on? And the thumbnail is a photo of my husband and I at a tourist location, and it says up top, shouldn't we be apartment hunting? And again, it kind of makes people want to click to just figure out what's going on. And I do definitely acknowledge that this is a hard thing to do, especially when maybe your vlog doesn't have such a hooky event tied into it. I know myself, now that I'm more settled here in Hong Kong, I have to work like 10 times as hard to come up with good packaging because my life just isn't as dramatic as it was in the first 3 weeks of getting here. But I'm still trying my best to get in the habit of doing that exercise of asking, can I make the packaging of this video appeal to even more people? And finally, on the topic of the video itself, once people have clicked, you have to make a video that people enjoy. And this will literally look different for everybody. Not everybody enjoys the same type of vlogs. So are your vlogs going to be incredibly curated, cinematic, storyboarded, like the ones from Life with Riza? Are the aesthetics unmatched and the vibes so incredibly cozy that people just want to curl up in a blanket and coffee and watch it, like Sam and Victor? Is your storytelling able to keep people hooked and curious, filled with suspense, like they can't click away until they know how the story concludes? Or are you so hilarious and vulnerable and relatable that everyone just wants to be your best friend? They want to tune in because it feels like they're on FaceTime with their bestie. Or is your vlog style something completely different? Whatever it is, I am discovering that it has to be intentional. You can't just film your entire day or week, string the videos all together, and expect people to just follow along. My own channel is definitely a work in progress, and I'm trying my best to get better every single video. I want to just leave you with some of the things that I'm working on that might resonate with you. I'm doing my best to refine the intros of my videos. I don't want it to just be come along with me this week. I want to embed some foreshadowing, some curiosity, and trying to raise questions that will either be answered in this video or in the overarching story of my channel, to get people to both want to finish this video and tune in for more. I'm also trying really hard to embed emotions. And this is something a friend had called me out on. Not just a we did this and then this and then this, but more so this happened and so we feel this. I'm also trying my best to show as much as I can versus just sitting in front of the camera and talking about it in hindsight. This is a tricky one though, because you have to make sure you filmed enough B-roll. Can never have too much B-roll. So yeah, will you be launching a vlog channel this year or maybe reigniting an old one? Share how you plan to make it work in the comments and I'll keep you posted on my own journey. Again, because I think the hookiest part of my life here in Hong Kong is over, I anticipate a dip in views, but let's see how it goes. Thanks for watching and until next time.